Hi students, how are you? Today we can begin our next lesson. That is chapter 13, Fun with Magnets. Okay, so we can learn about magnets. So our two characters in our textbook, Paheli and Bujo, they went to a place where a lot of waste materials was piled into huge heaps. And a crane was moving towards the heap of the junk, and they saw that a long hand of the crane lowered a block over a heap. So they saw a crane, and a block was lowered from the crane. Then it began to move. Then this block was moving over the waste materials. And when this block was moving over the waste materials, they saw that many pieces of iron from the junk were sticking to this block as it moved away. So when this block was moving over the waste materials, many pieces of iron was sticking to this block. And that iron pieces was collected into the crane. Now you watch this video, then you will understand it. What was happening here? Any idea? When Paheli saw this, she knew that there must be a magnet attached to the end of the crane that was picking up iron from the junkyard. Now what about you? Did you think about magnet? You might have seen magnets and you have enjoyed playing with them. We can see in some pencil boxes, the lid fits tightly when we close it. It is due to the presence of a magnet. Or in some doors, and or you can see the door will go and fit tightly because of magnet. Or in refrigerator, if you open it also go and fit tightly. Why? It is due to the presence of a magnet. So you might have seen magnets. Now we can discuss how these magnets were discovered. Now this is how the story goes. That is, it is said that there was a shepherd named Magnus who lived in ancient Greece. He used to take his herd of sheep and goats or group of sheep and goats to the nearby mountains for grazing. So every day he was taking his sheep and goats to the mountains for grazing. And he would take a stick with him to control his herd. And the stick had a small piece of iron attached at one end. So at one end of the stick, there was a small piece of iron at one end of the stick. Okay. And one day he was surprised to find that he had to pull hard to free his stick from the rock on the mountainside. So one day he kept the stick. If this is the iron rod, he kept the stick on a rock. And when he tried to take it, this end, the end where there was iron, that end was sticking on the mountain. It was easy to take other parts, but the end which was made of iron, that was sticking to the rock. So it seemed that as if the stick was being attracted by the rock. That end was stick to the rock. Now why? The rock was a natural magnet and it attracted the iron tip of the shepherd's stick. So it was rocks have what? Some rocks have some magnetic power. So that rock was having some magnetic power. So it was attracting the iron tip of the shepherd's stick. So it is said that this is how natural magnets were discovered. So it was discovered by a shepherd named Magnus. So such rocks were given the name magnetite. So some rocks have the power of attracting iron. So that rocks are called as magnetite. So magnetite means rocks that have the power of attracting iron, or the rocks that have some magnetic properties inside it. That rocks are called magnetite. Okay. And it was this name magnetite was given after the name of the shepherd Magnus. And this magnetite rocks, or rocks with magnetic power, or magnetite, that rocks contain iron also. Okay. And some people believe that magnetite was first discovered at a place called Magnesia. So some people believe like that also. It was discovered in the place Magnesia. That is why it is given that name. And now the substances having the property of attracting iron are known as what? Now we are calling that substances that have the property of attracting iron as magnets. So nowadays the substances or the things that attract iron are called magnets. And nowadays people have discovered that certain rocks have the property of attracting pieces of iron. Now also there are some rocks that have the property of attracting iron. And people also found that small pieces of these rocks have some special properties. And they named these naturally occurring materials magnets. So first there was only naturally occurring magnets. So first there was only some naturally occurring magnets, that is some rocks that have magnetic property. But nowadays we study how we can make magnets from pieces of iron. So the man-made magnets are called as artificial magnets. So nowadays we know how to make magnets from iron. So that magnets that is made by man from iron pieces are called artificial magnets. Artificial magnets. But the magnets that are occurring naturally in nature, in the rocks, that magnets are called natural magnets. Okay. Nowadays, these artificial magnets are prepared in different shapes. So you can see that it is made as a bar. So this magnet is called bar magnet. Or the magnet with a cylindrical shape is called cylindrical magnet. Cylindrical magnet. And the magnet with this shape, it is called horseshoe magnet. It has the shape of a horseshoe. So it is called horseshoe magnet. And this magnet is called as ball-ended magnet. So nowadays human beings are preparing magnets in different shapes. So we can see magnets in different shapes. Okay. So this is a horseshoe magnet. And this is a bar magnet. Okay. So today we were discussing about the story of magnets. And in next class we can study what are the properties of magnets. Clear now? Okay. Bye.